would put a patch of fentanyl on his chest every night, and she put a patch on his chest every night, prescribed, and that patch was defective, and it killed him.
Wait a minute. I thought, see, I don't be keeping up with these drugs, y'all.
Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while ago.
But what I was just gonna ask, I thought fentanyl was the horse tranquilizer thing. Is that not what it is? Am I mixing drugs?
There's a pain up? It's a pain. It's a pain med.
Is it for animal cysts?
No, that's ketamine.
Oh shit! One of the memes.
Thank you.
Because what did Michael Jackson die from? I thought he died from.
Oh no, that's propofol.
Propofol. That's the one they killed me on.
I thought that was fentanyl. Okay.
No. That's the one they did me in on propofol.
Propofol, that pain one, you can't inject by yourself. So they was like, we know somebody injected Michael with this because as soon as it hit your veins, you out.
You are, and you may be out permanently because that's basically what. Yeah, you stop breathing, your heart enlarges, everything goes crazy. Was
fentanyl, but is it which one is that? If you get like a pin drop, your ass is out. Is that fentanyl or am I?
That's fentanyl. Okay, that's the stuff that's being laced with a lot of the party drugs and the coke, and you see like a lot of the celebrities like, oh, they fentanyl overdose. Like, how is you a celebrity? You supposed to be having access to the good drugs,
right? To the good drugs. So they mixing it in the coke.
Yes, ma'am.
Child.
And they splicing it within, ecstasy pills and stuff, like, like how they used to do heroin and stuff like that. Yeah.
I don't know how y'all fucking around, boy. Woo! Okay.
It's like Russian roulette, right? You take a gun, put one bullet in there and just spin the chamber and then pull the trigger. So that's how they got their life, like Russian roulette. I'll take a chance. It's the same with crack cocaine. Well, if I hit it just once, I'm sure I can overcome it. No.
Yeah, but they knew back in the 80s that crack was very, very highly addictive. That's what I'm saying. Read Dark Alliance. They got it all laid out in Dark Alliance because they were rocking it up in South America, and they knew it was highly addictive from that. And then the Connect showed Freeway and them people how to rock it up, but they knew that it was addictive out there.
They knew it. I was trained that they knew it. So they told us.
Yeah, because then we know that these drugs, not only is they being circulated and trafficked by certain ones, is being like cooked up in their labs by them. And this is where we see the intersection of not just this trafficking of these drugs, but the intersection into the biological warfare. True. And, specific communities, it's like, yeah, we wanted this drug to take over and we wanted to have a certain type of social engineering effect by releasing these drugs.
Yeah, because even Sis Copper says they gave me fentanyl in the hospital before for pain. And what's the one, sis, where they got everybody in like West Virginia strung the fuck out on? It's a pharmaceutical drug. And the one conservative dude had wound up getting strung out on it. He passed since he wound up passing recently.
Hydrocodone?
Oxycontin.
Oxycontin.
Yeah, Oxycontin.
The oxys.
Oxy. Yeah, just like, and Oxycontin, the FDA kept approving that bullshit.
And it's bad for you. And they always try to give it to you.
It's highly addictive. Highly, I mean, it screwed up West Virginia. Hulu did a
starting off with the kids.
Yeah.
You know, you get your kids in these therapies and putting them on these meds and stuff. You freaking 13, 14 years old, fucking taking oxycodone and Prozac and this and that. They already introduced it to
gone.
You like it's
exactly.
Exactly. And if you're an American Indian, you got a gene that if you take those kind of things, it'll really do you in.
Right. Well, to be honest, we got to watch how
Percocet, yes,
alcohol, if we really want to be truthful.
Yeah, all of that.
Because I be looking at people like I can hold my liquor, and I be like, where?
And you be looking at them
like, you fucked up. Where? I'm not saying. They be the main one. I could drink. La 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 la. Where? Oh, okay. If you say so. But yeah, Rush Limbaugh. Yeah, his ass. I think because he wound up checking up out of here. Was it a year or two ago? But yeah his ragla ass had got strung out, this, that, and the third. But it decimated all of West Virginia, Ohio, because you know Ohio backs up to West Virginia, and you drive through those West Virginia towns, because sometimes I have to go to West Virginia for work. Yeah, that shit, you be like, damn, it looks like straight up ghost town. And even here in Ohio, it's so bad, y'all, that it reminds me, and people that, you know, don't live here or whatever, when I be trying to explain to them, I'm like, and they can't visualize it. I'm like, it's so many homeless white people. You see them doing a dope fiend lean. They out
leaning right on the front porch, right on the stoop.
Dope fiend lean. I'm like, God damn, are you gonna fall? Just gonna lay on down on the curb. Damn, you leaning, ain't falling. But they're literally out on the curb, like on the corners, begging for money. They're walking around like zombies. I said literally, yeah, it reminds you of the crack cocaine era when you saw people on the street like that, except this time the face is white. Now, I'm not saying that black folks aren't doing it too here, because they are, and they're overdosing just like the white people are overdosing. There's a lot of the black there too here that's overdosing. But here in Ohio, that shit, it's bad here. It's real bad here with that dope, the pills and the fentanyl and all of that. But that started with the pharmaceutical stuff, you know, coming out of West Virginia and then Ohio and all of that. So nonetheless, they know what's going on, fam.
It's
they know exactly
purposeful.
What's going on.
It's purposeful. And you can look at the ESG, the economic, social, what is that? Governance situation.
Form. Oh no, I know. I was like, did the F stand for form?
Yeah, they want to make you dead. They're not gonna let you eat beef. They're gonna make you have electric cars. They're gonna make you when you get sick, they're gonna not give you transplants. They're gonna make you one, you know, with their technology, and you're just gonna be little robots. But these little things they're doing, like the drugs, the immigrants coming across the border, having no borders, having this inflation that's wiping out this country. All of this is purposeful. It's a plan. They have a rule book what they're going to do to this world, so their people, the elite, can run this world.
Well, they're already running it. They
are.
They don't have to.
But they're switching
that plan to run it from their perspective. This is just my take.
It's just to keep the motherfuckers in consent. Like, we need to keep them locked down to keep siphoning the energy off, to keep the system going, because that's the only reason why we still in this bitch doing it.
Yeah, right. It's definitely that. And then you have to think of it from another perspective, too. It's like, if you are susceptible to getting strung out, you don't need to be here. You're weak.
Well, it's the same thing as wearing a mask all the time. If they can convince you to wear a mask all the time, they got you a subjective, they're getting into your head and you are submissive. So, and if they can get you to take that hoochie coochie, which is a BIO weapon, they got you. If you submit to their agenda, that's what they're trying to do, make everybody submit. So like they're herding animals into the pens, basically.
Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead, son.
Oh no, I was just saying culling the herd.
Culling the herd, you got it. And then they're gonna put you in your little 8x10 cell, and you're gonna get one of them big old virtual reality things on your head, and you're gonna sit there and play your games and have a good time. And they're gonna take care of you, feed you if you do a good thing. And this is what they're saying it. They had a thing on Davos and the World Economic Forum.
Yeah, I got something on them tonight too. On the World
and that dude at the World, he is not even a medical doctor and telling folks to take the hoochie coochie. I said, What? He said, you got 2 arms. Why not take the flu on one side and the hoochie coochie on the other? I said,
I'm not accepting no call-in, so I'm removing that.
I was just about to say.
No, sorry. Every time I do it, no offense to you. And I'm tired tonight. No offense to you, Z. I'm not for it tonight. So I'm sorry, because every time I go ahead on and give somebody a chance, they get up here and clown.
And we spent an hour.
Not saying that you're gonna do it, but I just not in the mood. My motherfucking nerves too bad.
Yeah, we spent an hour trying to control.
Yeah, shit, my nerves is bad. All right, so let me get to the Martha's Vineyard. Sis, shout out to Sis Rachel. She was the one that sent me this. So I want to get to this. And then I want to talk about Biden and pardoning everybody with the weed, this, that, and the third. So let's get to it.
Somebody should watch the movie My Son Hunter on .com. You're gonna find out a lot. They got a movie out there.
Oh Lord. Somebody put a documentary out on old boy's son.
Yeah, about the laptop. MySonHunter.com.
Okay. All right, so this is off of Fox News. Shout out to Sis. It came out a couple weeks ago. Shout out to Sis Rachel. And this is Martha's Vineyard residents. Lack of resources, even as island is flush with cash and beds. So let's go to this. And contrary to popular belief, Martha's Vineyard, which is now like prime property, used to be melanated people used to be on that island in the mix back up in the day. But let's see what's going on here. All right, here we go. Oh, hold on, y'all. Let me try it. I'm trying to get in the habit of make sure that I tape it on the Zoom too. In case YouTube gets sick of me. And I got my little copy. So, all right, here we go.
Ready to start eating healthier?
They would have a commercial.
Meet Wtdta.
Damn it, I don't want your commercial.
Wtdta is...
Hurry up with it. Shit. Okay, here we go.
If you want to fix a problem,
Well, I was wondering that's part of it, because they always put us up there to do their thing.
Coming over, I have no issue with that, but there's a process, there's a
propaganda
path that you can follow, and follow that documented process and procedure for coming over.
Okay. Do you think this gave people on the island a taste of what's going on in border towns at a exponential level at all?
Yeah, I don't see how it could, no, but yeah.
Do you think the islanders could have done more the people were here for less than 2 days?
Yeah.
And gone. Could the islanders have done more to
I think they could have. I don't know what exactly that is, but being here for 48 hours, maybe they could have done a little more. But just like with most things, it's dump it over the fence, I guess. It's make it someone else's problem.
So they say there was a housing shortage here. Martha's Vineyard has the greatest percentage of vacation homes in America. I looked it up from the National Realtors Association.
All right.
Do you think they could have housed them here, found work for them here? Or?
Yeah, I'm sure they could have.
Yeah?
I'm sure they could have, yeah. But obviously that's not what happened. But I guess any town could have housed them for a longer period of time. I'm not sure what the right approach is. Should they have? Maybe, maybe not. But the fact of the matter is they didn't. But could they have? Yeah, I'm sure they could have.
Do you think the people on the island could have found housing for the migrants?
Well, I think if it came, down to it, they probably would have tried, but there's a housing shortage here to begin with.
Okay. There's a housing shortage. There's also a lot of vacation homes. There's more vacation homes here than any place in America. Do you think?
Right. But over there, they have a big facility. They could handle thousands of people over there.
Okay. Are you worried that people say, hey, they sent these people to Martha's Vineyard and Martha's Vineyard got rid of them?
No, we didn't get rid of them. We took care of them.
Okay.
I think getting rid of them is a little harsh.
Okay.
And I think people, came forward and did the best they could to help them out, And, knowing that they weren't going to stay here forever.
Isn't Martha's Vineyard better than some border town?
It is, but, this is not like the best place for them to start fresh because there's no place to live here. There's housing is bad, and
there's more vacation homes here than anywhere in America. 55% of the homes here are vacation homes.
I did not know that.
Yeah. The Biden administration has been sending immigrants by the tens of thousands to cities all over America. Is that not good too? Is that
absolutely not good?
Okay.
That's just, I could use a few expletives, but I can't. I don't think.
What's the solution to the problem? I mean, how do we? Because
listen. Now you're asking the big questions. I don't know the solution. I have no idea what the solution is.
I think if they're here initially and we can help them, by all means. We certainly can't stretch our services. But we'll do the best that we can. That's what we do as a community. People said, why didn't the island take care of the migrants themselves? Why not keep them here on island instead of sending them off island? I really couldn't comment on that. There's probably people who made those kinds of decisions, and I think they probably made good decisions.
All right, fam. So that's that particular article again. Let me flip back to it. Damn it. This is talking about Martha's Vineyards and the residents giving their take on the migrants being dropped off. And there's another video. I know y'all probably seen this one. This one was hold on a sec, fam. Hold on. Y'all, I'm trying to get my shit together. It was another one. Let me try to bring that up with a Fox News lady. Fox be ready to start for the foolery. I remember this, I think it was sometime last year but I was telling y'all either last week or a couple of weeks ago, I can't remember, about how even during the Obama administration, they were doing these secret operations bringing in migrants. Okay. So now, again, here's my take on it, although doesn't matter, but my take on it, it's not the individual people. All right. They're just individual people trying to feed their families, this, that, and the third. I don't have any hatred towards them whatsoever. So that's not what this is about. Okay. And I know some people are not going to agree with this, and that's okay. For me, it's not even about the taking of the jobs. It's not even about that for me. Okay. Now I know That's a huge problem in some perspectives, but gonna put it like this. The jobs that they're taking, with the exception of, I'm gonna say, construction. It's jobs that Americans didn't want to do anyway. And I'm speaking of the immigration from the South America, Mexico to the Americas. It's jobs that Americans didn't want to do anyway, far as working in the fields, this, that, and the third. Americans just got away from that. They don't want to do agricultural, this, that, and the third, certain service jobs. All right. Now it's a different story when you get on the like mathematics and you get into science, medical. That's a different story. A lot of jobs are being either outsourced on the science side, on the technology side, medical. A lot of those positions are being filled by immigrants. But the flip side of even that coin is Americans aren't qualifying to even fill those particular positions. All right. So there's always a flip side. I try to look at both sides. I try to be fair. Okay. My whole thing is the slickness of it all, of the politicians, all right? Not so much the people itself. It's the slickness of the politicians moving people around on the chessboard for their particular benefit, okay? Because if the politicians were really so concerned about I'm not even going to say the service jobs. I'm going to say the medical, the science jobs, the medical field, the technology. They were really concerned about the shortage of those particular professions because it's definitely a severe shortage. They would literally do something about the education system to get it to the point where Americans can step into those jobs and make a decent living. Okay. That's not what they're doing. Okay. They know that most folks are, number one, they don't want to be laden. They know how they can solve the problem. The problem would be through the educational system, making education affordable for people to start moving into these careers. They don't want to do that. Instead, they want to fleece the pockets of these babies. And even what's even more disgusting and disgusts me to the core of my soul, as they're fleecing the pockets of the babies for these particular degrees and stuff, they ain't even getting the degrees in the science, in the mathematics, in the technology, in the medical. That's even a double slap in the face. But yet, anybody that knows someone from these different nations, whether it be some Africans that's in the medical field, whether it be the Indians from India in the tech field, their particular nations are encouraging them to go to school, get their particular education in those fields, to where? To come over to America to get these particular professional jobs. That's the part that's getting me. Okay? That's what I'm pissed of. Because it is supposed to be you taking care of, and not so much in the sense of a dependency, but looking out for the best interests of your own. But that's not what's happening, okay? That's why I have a problem with immigration. I see the shit for what it is. I see it for what it is, okay? And they've been doing this for quite a long time. And don't think that this is the first time it's been done. Shit, I got blood running through my veins of immigrants, Black Europeans. This shit ain't nothing new. Okay? So this particular video, let me bring it up. Hold on. Damn it, Fox with the West of Faces. So, hold on a second. When did this video come out? I thought it would have it on here. Oh, okay, they redid it. Okay, this was an underground video originally. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, hold on, fam. Let me bring it back up. Okay, of course, Fox News with the shenanigans. Fox News, a hot mess. So let me bring this back up. Okay, where is it? Display. All right, so this Fox News again, y'all. They put this out on earlier this year, but I saw this video. Okay, they're saying this video was 2001. I know I had saw it before this year. So, damn it, I brought back up the commercial. Maybe I didn't. All right, so let's see what they talking about on this video.
I get the whole secrecy and all this but this is even about my thing. You know why? Because if it gets out, the government's betraying the American people.
Betraying the American people. Shocking footage reveals a DHS contractor working that airplane venting his frustrations as the Biden administration relocates plane loads of illegal migrants in the dead of night after airports are closed. Those flights arriving after the curfew, which is a breach of security protocols. Here to react, we got New York GOP Congresswomen Nicole Malliotakis and Claudia Tenney. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning.
So, Congresswoman Tenney, in the body cam video, you know, there's this local police officer, and he's just going, you know, a plane flies in the middle of the night after the airport's closed. I don't have any idea who's on the plane or who you people are. And essentially he said, at one point, the guy said, why the secrecy? You know why. This is the contractor. You know why. Look who's in office. That's why. Come on. So I guess elections have consequences. This is how Joe Biden handles migrants.
Yeah, this is a complete aggravated dereliction of duty, which is why last night on Twitter I called for Joe Biden to be impeached and removed. His primary obligation as the commander-in-chief and the president of the United States is to enforce our laws, to live up to his oath, to enforce our border security, and also to tell the truth to the American people. This footage was unearthed by a FOIL request from former Westchester County Executive Rob Astorino. And where is the current county executive, Executive Latimer, not doing anything about the fact that these migrants are coming in at the taxpayers' expense, not being vetted as far as we know. And when I visited the border back in March, I saw young children and all kinds of people being boarded on the planes, being shipped around the country at the taxpayers' expense. And our DFAS, our Defense Finance and Accounting Service employees, were asked to take leave, paid leave by the taxpayers, to foster these children because we don't have the resource, and adults, by the way, there were adults coming off these planes, to foster these people and to pay for these people to be relocated in central and upstate New York.
Unbelievable. Congresswoman Malliotakis?
Look, aiding and abetting illegal immigration is a violation of the law, and you have it coming from the President of the United States. It's completely unacceptable. The Supreme Court ruled that he had to reinstate remain in Mexico. He has clearly not done that. In addition to that, you know that the drug cartels are making billions and billions of dollars every month. Human trafficking, drug trafficking. We have the highest rate of fentanyl deaths in this country among 18 to 45-year-olds. It's a leading cause of death. And yet this president is on the side of the drug cartels and not the American people. We have many pieces of legislation that will address this very issue, but we need to take back the House first.
Well, you know, Joe Biden's got a problem with the border. He's also got a terrible problem with crime here in New York City. The mayor is going to meet with the president next week. In the meantime, the news yesterday was 6 congressional members, all Republicans, wrote a letter to the governor, Kathy Hochul, here in New York, talking about how the mayor, Eric Adams, is trying to do something about bail reform. You guys wrote a letter and you support, you know, him doing something about it. Hope she does as well. Claudia Tenney, Do you have confidence the governor is on your side regarding crime?
No, the governor has already stated she will not work with the legislature to reform our criminal justice laws, including bail reform.
I'm not going to get into that. That's another topic. So there you go, fam, regarding the covert migrant flights. Now, I have to say, this is not the first time that somebody secretly put a camera on these secret flights. This happened during the Obama administration also. And this is the video I was mixing up with the Obama administration. And in that particular video, I think that one's been scrubbed off of YouTube. Not only did they show the flight, the secret flight, just like they did here, you know, when all the airports was closed down, this, that, and the third, they also showed the buses pulling up. And then they also had this lady on there that was saying how the particular immigrants that were being flued out, because that's exactly what they doing, fluing people out, was getting benefits, government benefits, was getting housing, and she was talking about how they were pushing them through the system and approving them to get those things. Now, that particular video was underground, and that was when President Obama was in office, okay? So this is nothing new, fam, on what they've been doing. And so it's just interesting. Of course, they want to play the game and talk about, you know, what Trump was talking about versus what Biden is talking about, this, that, and the third. And, okay, I'll give them that. But in the grand scheme of things, let me unmute y'all. In the grand scheme of things, it all just seems a bit higher agenda, it's a higher agenda going on, all right?
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the World Global Reset United Nations Conference Call. Today is Wednesday, October the 5th, 2022. We are the Global Network. I'm Shelley Bowling, and our speaker is Dr. Hindu I.L. Henderson, the Ad Hoc Chief Justice of the Universal World Court. He's also known as Yehoshua Mashiach, the Son of Man. It's great to be back with our global family on another beautiful Rise and Shine day. Once again, Father Yah, Allah, has given us another day. He's given us the breath of life, and for that we're always thankful. We're also thankful that you have joined us and are inviting those that you know to these calls. For those of you that are new, that we'd like for you to become a guest. Yes, I did say G-U-E-S-S, not G-U-E-S-T. Doctor, and I hope that you'll keep us guessing if you'll ever leave. Of course, it is our desire that you do remain with us, because the information you're getting from these calls, you're not going to find anywhere else on the planet. As Dr. Henderson is both the Ad Hoc Chief Justice and the Son of Man, he's brought to this planet from our Creator, Father Yah, Allah, the judgment and sentencing of all unrighteousness. He's also brought the fulfillment of the laws of Yah, commonly known to be ecclesiastical, or the 613 that were given to Moses, common law, and international law, as well as the true interpretation of the Holy Scriptures and all of the holy books, and restoration and redemption through the indexing process. So as you can see, you will not be finding this information anywhere else. I'd like to invite you to our websites. We do have a couple of them. SOVCPR.com and .org. Again, that's S as in Sam, O, V as in Victor, CPR, like cardiopulmonary resuscitation.com and .org. On these websites, you're going to find letters from Dr. Henderson to the global leaders, historical and educational information, how you may submit letters of complaint and intent to the Universal World Court, how to submit any projects, resumes, names for the redemption list, any general questions, and how to participate in the indexing. Also, please check out the archives of the calls, and if you're new, we do recommend that you listen to those from the oldest to the newest, as this will give you a great overview regarding Dr. Henderson, the Global Network, and what's transpired in the last 30-plus years. The Global Network is working with 7 billion people and counting in 198 nations. The nations have united together with Father Yah, Allah, in one mind, one heart, and one spirit. They're using their treaties of peace and friendship to come together as one family of mankind, working across international borders, building up one another's people and their nation's infrastructures by using the 5 divine principles of life, which are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. We always like to read you the list of nations, so those of you that will know who's working with the Global Network. And this is our way of showing our global family our love, our appreciation, our thanks for their continued hard work all of these years. But before we yield the call to our beloved Sister Carol, I'd like to yield the call to our beloved Sister Nadia to bring us the opening. Rise and shine, Nadia.
Rise and shine, Sister Shelley. Приветствую вас всех. Добро пожаловать на Всемирную глобальную перезагрузку Объединенных Наций конференц-звонок. Мое имя Надежда, и наши спикера доктор Хенду А.Л. Хендерсон, Верховный судья Всемирного суда, а также известный нам Иегошева Машика, Сын Человеческий, и госпожа Шелли Болин, администратор глобальной перезагрузки. Мы бы хотели, чтобы вы стали прекрасными слушателями, способными быстро улавливать суть сказанного. Да, я сказала, действительно стали постоянными слушателями, а не гостями. Мы надеемся, что вы заставите нас думать о том, что вы будете с нами. Это наши сердца искренне желают, чтобы вы оставались с нами, и информацию, которую вы получите от этих звонков, вы не найдете больше нигде на планете. Поскольку доктор Хендерсон является одновременно Верховным судьей и Сыном Человеческим, он реставрировал Отца Яхве, Я, Аллах, широко известные законы церковные или 613 законов, данных Моисею, общее право и международное право, а также истинное толкование всех священных писаний во всех священных книгах и восстановление и искупление через процесс индексации. Как видите, эту информацию вы больше нигде не найдете. Мы хотим пригласить вас на наши веб-сайты. У нас есть пара из них sovcpr.com и .org. Sovereign Civil People's Rights. Суверенные гражданские права народа. На этом веб-сайте вы найдете письмо от доктора Хендерсона всем 198 странам мира, историческую и образовательную информацию о том, как подавать письма намерениями во Всемирный суд, как отправлять резюме, любые проекты и общие вопросы, а также участвовать в индексации. Пожалуйста, ознакомьтесь ближе с архивными записями звонков. Мы рекомендуем всем прослушать их от самых давних до самых новых, так как это даст вам отличный обзор относительно доктора Хендерсона, глобальной сети и того, что произошло за последние 30 с лишним лет. Глобальная сеть работает с 7 миллиардами человек и насчитывает 198 стран мира. Народы объединились вместе с Отцом, Я, Аллах, Яхве, в одном разуме, одном сердце и одном духе. Они используют свои договоры о мире и дружбе, чтобы объединиться как одна семья человечества, используя 5 божественных принципов жизни, которыми являются любовь, истина, мир, свобода и справедливость. Мы всегда хотели бы зачитать вам список стран, чтобы те из вас, кто впервые, поэтому наша любимая сестра Кэрол, приветствуем вас, сестра Кэрол, и спасибо большое за чтение.
Thank you, Sister Nadia. And now we yield to our beloved brother Mark to bring us the opening in Spanish. Rise and shine, Mark.
Rise and shine, Sister Shelley, and thank you, Sister Nadia. Saludos a todos. Bienvenidos a la conferencia telefónica de las Naciones Unidas sobre el reinicio global mundial. Hoy es miércoles, el 5 de octubre 2022. Somos la Red Global. Soy Mark G. y nuestro orador es el Dr. Hindu I.L. Henderson, el presidente del Tribunal Supremo de Ad Hoc de la Corte Mundial Universal, también conocido como Yahshua Mashiach, el Hijo del Hombre, y la señora Shelley Bowling, administradora del Reinicio Global Mundial, World Global Reset. El Dr. Henderson y yo queremos que te conviertas en una adivinanza, no en un invitado. El doctor y yo esperamos que nos mantengas adivinando si alguna vez dirás. Es el deseo de nuestro corazón que permanezca con nosotros, ya que la información que obtiene de estas llamadas no la encontrará en ningún otro lugar del planeta. Como el Dr. Henderson es el jefe de justicia ad hoc y presidente del Tribunal Supremo, y es reconocido como el Hijo del Hombre, él ha traído de vuelta de este planeta el juicio y la sentencia de toda injusticia. Él ha restaurado